Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
I'm here with Patrick Pouyanné. He's chairman and CEO of TotalEnergies. And the amazing thing about Total, it's a European energy company, but it uses its money from oil and gas to do stuff in power and alternative energy. That's a model that not a lot of other companies actually subscribe by. So it's great to get your perspective. Patrick, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for welcoming me.
News of the day. We just heard that we have an emergency electricity issue in the United States. President Trump is now declaring 50% tariffs on steel and aluminum imports from Canada. Your reaction to a trade war?
I think it's not. I think this war should. I hope it will end quickly. I think it's better not to have wars, to be honest. Maybe it's a tactic to negotiate. And I think honestly, all these economies are interconnected. In fact, in North America, in many ways, cars, parts, etc., including, by the way, electricity. Of course, the northeast of the U.S. are receiving electricity from the hydro of Canada for the benefit of the citizens. So there are a lot of issues. I understand also about drugs, migrations. It's not only about trade. So my view is that as a global company, it's better to, I hope this will be solved quickly. That's all what I can hope, in the benefit of all the parties. And like it was for Trump one, I remember it was a debate at the end. Maybe the shortest would be the better for everybody, including, by the way, for the U.S. economy. So
does it make you think 2 or 3 times about investing in the United States?
No.
Why not?
No, because I'm an energy company. Energy, it's a nice country for energy. You have the cheapest gas, you have oil, we can explore, we can develop. In electricity, a booming market of electricity, you need more electricity.
It's going to cost more now, no?
Yeah, but it's good too. We can build gas plants, cheap gas-fired power plants. We are building also in Texas. We are in Texas today. I have 5 gigawatts of solar plants. It was easy to build here because you have a lot of space. Combining plants with renewables with gas plants is a nice way to produce more electricity. So for me, the US is a large market, and we are ready to invest in the US. I understand that the only point is that if we need to reshore, for example, all the solar panels that we use on our renewable fields, why not? It's just a little more expensive, so the customers will have to pay somewhere.
So not you, but the end market.
Yeah.
Okay, but then let's just tackle, say, offshore wind for a second in the US.
Offshore wind, I put it on a pause.
A pause or like the garbage pile?
No, not garbage, pause. We got a concession for 50 years.
Okay.
So I understand during these next 4 years, no way to obtain any federal license. So I don't want to spend my time to lose my time. My teams, I don't need to pay money to spend money for that. So we say no, we put a pause. We have reduced our teams to minimum. And then 4 years, we'll see if federal government policies are changed.
Are you worried about any existing leases that you currently have and operating for wind and solar? I was talking to the Secretary of the Interior who didn't rule that out yesterday.
No, to do what?
To take away those leases.
To take away the leases,
yes.
But the leases, you can manage that on federal land, so I check. I have no leases on federal lands. And by the way, in Texas, there is no federal lands almost, so no, we make our due diligence, so we are fine.
Okay.
And I think, honestly, when I discuss, by the way, Elon Musk is a big fan of solar and batteries for good reasons. So I think, and we will see the debate, I'm sure the debate the Congress and the Senate will be interested with the reconciliation bill. So that's clear, but for the time being, we'll wait to see what are the new fiscal conditions to develop solar in the US. But there are a lot of red states where we develop renewables. And again, what the priority for the Trump administration is, we want more electricity for AI, for data centers. It's all of the above, more electricity. It's gas, it could be nuclear, but it could be also renewables with batteries. So I'm optimistic. Okay. I think at the end, common sense in US, what we've observed, at the end, business interests are always respected. And you have fundamentally, the Trump administration is very business friendly. So why not for energy, which is at the core of all their program for growth?
Okay.
So I'm optimistic.
Globally, though, I mean, we're looking at stocks taking a hit. The sentiment's not great. There are worries about recession either in the U.S. or elsewhere because of tariffs. Are you seeing any indication of that?
Yeah, but because you know what people hate? It's uncertainty. Yes. What has been created is uncertainty with all this tariff war. So suddenly we don't like the markets, the stock markets do not like. We don't know where we go. So putting the chaos is a nice way to negotiate. I can use it myself from time to time. I'm not a big guy. I'm not sure I'm obtaining the good results, but short chaos, please. That's all. But the markets are saying to the administration, we don't like uncertainty. We are changing the world. Where do we go? So I think the shortest will be the better for all the interests, including fundamentally for the US economy. And I'm sure that President Trump and his administration are very led by the unhealthy US economy, which was not too bad, in fact. So stop this uncertainty. That's, I think, the best thing to do in order to avoid a recession and things which honestly the US economy should not get.
Again, though, globally, for China, for example, if China puts a tariff on US LNG, that does directly impact your business. You're a huge gas and LNG trader. So how does
it does not impact?
How
I will tell you.
Why not? Doesn't it
I will
just
tell you
change
why.
flows?
Because the Chinese are smart. If they choose that product, it's because it has a little impact. Because in fact, a company like Total, we produce LNG, 40 million tons in 12 countries. So yes, my LNG from the US will not go to China because there is a tariff, but I will use the LNG from Qatar or from Australia to go to China. So in fact, we made the analysis, the impact on China is very minimum, almost nothing. And for honestly, today, for us, we are the largest exporter of US LNG, more than 10 million tons. Our primary market is more Europe today. So and we send the Europe, which is fitting, by the way, exactly with the Trump administration policy to expand the business, the trade, or the trade with Europe through energy, and in particular energy.
What happens, though, if there's peace in Ukraine and Europe starts buying Russian gas more?
We'll see. First, we need to have peace. Second, we need to see if Europeans will buy more Russian gas.
Any indication that they might from where you sit?
I think, it's not an easy, it will be a debate between economy and geopolitics. Economically, for sure, Russian gas is cheaper, so it was part of the competitiveness of the German industry. Politically, I think it's still will be a big debate to see if we take back some gas. Yes, we'll take some Russian gas, but surely not at the same level than before the war. The over-dependency from Europe to Russian gas, I think this era is over. We will be in between. It will not be zero. It will not be 150 BCM per year, maybe half of it, 80. And so that means that still we will need more LNG after the peace than we were using LNG before the war. So for the US LNG, it is a growing market.
And also, you have Germany that's trying to pass money to be able to rearm and reindustrialize.
Yeah.
What kind of demand do you, what's your opportunity set there if that really comes to pass?
But I think Germany is a very strong market for us. We love it because the Germans in electricity have decided to get out, no nuclear, get off of coal. So it will be a mix of gas plants. We need to build 20 gigawatts of gas-fired power plants and renewables. Exactly our strategy. So there is for us, we have invested in the last 2 years strongly in Germany to build what we call our integrated power business. So I think, Germany, and it's true as well, but we need to reindustrialize. We need to produce more weapons in Europe, for sure, in order to be more independent somewhere. And because the message from the US is clear, we need to take ourselves, our future, in our hands. So that's good for globally for the economy and the industry.
So what's on your M&A list right now?
My M&A list?
Yeah, are you going to buy something for that? There's a lot of opportunity.
First, we have a huge organic growth. I have 5% in front of me for the next 5 years. Now we have been clear that we want to, in particular, to build a larger gas business, production business in the US. So we made some M&A deals last year. Maybe there is more to come because I need to increase my gas production in the US.
But bolt-ons or bigger deals?
Bolt-ons is fine. It depends. Opportunities. It's a matter of, to make good M&As, it's good to be counter-cyclical. So I will not announce that today at
when natural gas
Bloomberg.
Prices are at over $4? Okay, fine. So next time.
So I need to
when you do that. Wait. You have to wait. Okay, I get that. Is this also a good time to get out of certain assets that aren't working for you? Say, is Vaca Muerta maybe on the list?
Yeah, last year, one of our peers has done a very good deal. Argentina, we are the strongest gas producer in Argentina. We have also some shale oil. We are not very keen to develop the shale oil for different reasons. And so last year, one of our peers has done a very good M&A. So yes, I'm ready to, at the same price than one of our colleagues, I'm ready to divest my shale oil production license in Argentina. That's part of the divestment. But we have been...
Are you getting close to that or not yet?
I don't know. We have processes there.
Oh, come on, you gotta bring some news. Okay, all right.
No, it's not good news.
All right, let's go to one other area that we want to make some news. So Mozambique LNG, I know you've been working very, very hard on that project to get it restarted. You need reapproval from the U.S. Import-Export Bank for a $4.7 billion loan. How's that going?
I think it's progressing. First, this was approved under Trump 1 administration, so it's a contract which has been signed. I just would like to remember. And I believe in rule of law fundamentally. The contract exists. What happened is that in 21, we had to declare force majeure because there were some security events. We had to stop and so it's just a matter to amend this contract to put a new completion date in 2030 to reflect the fact that between 21 and 24, we are forced to stop. That's what we want, the amendment. So it's not a big amendment. You know the debate. I think now you have a functional U.S. exim. President Trump has decided to put in place a new board. So we'll see, but I'm optimistic that...
Months, years, days, hours?
Month.
Okay, month.
I don't know. No, but fundamentally, I think, honestly, there is no more debate with this administration. The mandate of US Exim is to be neutral in terms of support. In fact, why US Exim is supporting us? Because most of the contracts have been awarded to US companies, US contractors. This project represents 16,000 jobs in the US. That's why US Exim is supporting it. We inherited the project from Anadarko. We are not a US company, but we kept all the US contractors. And that is the driver behind which supports US Exim. It's not TotalEnergies. It's fundamentally the support of US Exim is an export credit supporting the fact that we have awarded more than 40% of the contracts to US contractors, which are all asking me, please restart, because we have the jobs. And they have written to all their congressmen, to all their... This is for what? This is the reason why we can be also pro-US industry when we invest abroad, when we give jobs to US companies. And this is the reason why I think US Exim will honor his word for a simple reason. It's not because it's LNG, it's just because it's US jobs.
Yeah.
That's the fundamental reason.
It's a good pitch. So you're 100% confident that money's going to come your way?
Yeah, I'm 100% confident.
100% confident, okay.
I'm 100% confident.
Patrick, it's a real pleasure. I love speaking with you. Thank you so very much for joining me. I really appreciate it. Patrick Pouyanné, Chairman and CEO of TotalEnergies.